Okay, so that brings us to the second animal, which is the deer. And the deer is good for the energizing up the kidneys and the liver. It's presumably the liver most important for this one, and the gallbladder. So we're going to be doing some stretching laterally to the side of the body. And this is a little more complicated than the tiger. This is called the deer looks around or turns its head. So you know deers have a very powerful neck and horns, so we need to emphasize that with the deer movement. The twisting of the whole body as the deer can twist its neck all the way around to the back, that's what we're going to be doing. So this can release shoulder tension. It's good for frozen shoulder and problems with the shoulders and the neck, and also stretches the spine and twists the spine as well. So please, when you're doing, make sure that you don't do anything that hurts you. Okay, so just go gently at first and increase your range of motion as you feel comfortable. So we begin again stepping off to the side with one foot, loosen the knee, center the body, relax, focus on your breathing, extend your fingers and pull up your head. This one's a little more tricky for the balance, so what we're going to be doing is shifting the body weight from side to side to begin, and the foot will be moving. So the foot will be stepping out and stepping back. So take your time with this. We also need to make what we call the deer horns. So with my hands here, you're going to take the two middle fingers of each hand and curl them down, extending your baby finger and index finger up, and your thumb out to the side. So this is a little tricky to pay attention to that while you're doing the movement. So we want to try to get the hands to this position, so stretching those fingers as much as possible. One thing, if you have trouble, some people can't get their fingers up, so what you could do is you could take your hand and hold it down and then stretch your fingers up and your thumb out like so. Or you can also do this, okay? So just work two hands separately. Stretching, pulling back just to get a little bit of a stretch before you begin, and then that should make it a little bit easier for you to come into the Deerhorn position. When you're holding the deer horns, generally there, relax your elbows down and your shoulders down. Please don't tighten up your shoulders when you do the movement. So this one will begin with your feet shoulder width apart, and you're going to come up with two fists to the side. Okay? As you bring your fist, as I swing up to the side, you'll twist your head and you'll be looking towards your fists. And you'll also be shifting your weight over to that side. So your left leg here, this is my left leg, which is going to come up and step out into 45-degree corner, forward, put the heel down. So we step out first, and then we're going to come down, forward to shift to my left leg, and I'm going to start to make my deer horns here. They'll both be facing the same direction, which is twisting backward. And then I'm going to swing my neck around, my head around, and I've got this elbow tucked into my rib, and I'm not lifting the shoulder, so the arms are quite rounded, one over top of the other. And I'm going to look around and keep twisting and twisting until I can see my back heel, or as close as I can to looking at the back heel. Or they call it the deer looking at the tail. So trying to look to the back. My weight is on the front foot. Then I'm going to bring the hands up, straighten the body, make two fists again, sit back onto my right leg, and pick up the foot and come into my shoulder width. Drop the hands. I have the two fists, light fists here, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I shift my weight, look to the left here, and step out with the right, heel first, open my deer antlers, shift the weight forward, tuck that elbow in, turn around as much as I can to look at the back heel or the back tail. I may feel a stretch in back of the calf. Also, please don't tilt your head or lift your head. Look to the back. Fingers to the back. Come back up. Sit on the left. Bring the foot in. Relax. Okay, so let's do that again without stopping. Shift. Look right. Step left. Into the corner, 45. Make your antlers. Come forward and twist. Look at your heel or your tail, whichever you can see. Over the top. I'd like to show you this one also from the side and the back because it's hard to see the alignment of the body. So from the side of the body, straight line from the heel to the head, sit over the front foot. Make sure the shoulder isn't twisted. Come back over the top. And one more time from the back, and I'll give you the breathing with this one. Shifting. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And this movement is repeated. You can do 5 on each side for a total of 10. Of course, you can always do more if you like. So that's your deer. And this one, because it's for the liver, you want to make sure that the body's compressing on each side and keeping the back straight. So it also opens up the back, but predominantly you want to feel that this movement here, compressing down on the liver area and then opening up on the other side. So you've got this kind of movement here for the liver. When you finish, you'll be pulling down the energy. Breathe in, come up. Exhale down. Bring the energy to the dantian 3 times. Relax. And return the hands to the side. That completes the deer.